Hey my lovelies, it's your girl TT here. So today's video is a hair install video going through all of the steps I took to prep, install, and style my custom made unit. And if you'd like to see how I did this, then please make sure to keep on watching. Alright, let's get into this wig. So like I said, this is a custom made unit. I make all of my custom wigs myself. And this is a 13x6 frontal straight wig with kinky straight texture. I started off with the Got To Be gel. Now I absolutely love this to be able to slick down my own hair around my hairline just to make sure none of the hair there is lifting under my lace. I went through and actually hot combed all of the hairs on the frontal back before I put it on my head, and this is very important to make sure that none of the hair gets in the way and under the lace while you're trying to glue it. Once I put the wig on, I realized that the hair was longer than where my ears were at, so I had to cut off just a tad bit, and I showed you just how much I took off. So once I put it back, it was a perfect fit. So just taking some cotton pads, I'm actually going in with some rubbing alcohol and using that to just clean the perimeters of my head. So the reason I'm doing this is because I want to make sure that once I start putting in all of the product, it lays on a clean surface and not on oils or makeup or anything like that. So I then realized that I forgot to put powder on my wig. This was very chaotic, guys. Take the wig off again and actually just put some of my face powder. I used the NW55 from MAC, and I just put that on there to make sure that the lace was a better shade with my skin tone. And so now I'm going in with my spray. So I don't use a lot of lace glues when I'm gluing down my frontals. I like to use sprays. And so the spray I'm using is Bedhead. And I really love this spray. Like, I've been using it now for almost a year. So you know it's ready to go once you see it start to get tacky like that. Usually it takes about 3 layers of the spray semi-dried down to start to get that tacky feeling. And so once I got that, I started to put the wig on, and I was very careful to try and make sure that I had it centered. This is a very important step, using your comb to try and comb out the hairs just to make sure none of the hairs are like sticking down or laying down because of the glue. And so I tried to comb out my hairs onto the glue, and once I did that, I started to go in with my hair dryer just to make sure everything stayed. Once I was done with that, I actually put on my elastic band, and I put that on for about 5 minutes just to make sure everything stuck and it dried completely. To cut my lace, I like to go in different sections first with the scissors, and so I went around the temples of my head and also in the center, and then I went in with my razor to start to cut the lace. So you want to be very careful with this step because you don't want to cut off too much lace, and you want to make sure you're not like, nicking yourself with the razor as well. Like, you can almost not tell that I actually have some lace on my head. Really, like, the lace is truly HD. I'm going to be leaving the details to this lace in the video description box, so make sure to check it out. Like, this was amazing. At this point, I was just like so impressed. I was like, baby, look at that. Like, look at that match. Look at that match. So I went on to cut all of the lace off. So once I was done, I noticed that there were some areas that were actually lifting up. So I went back in with the spray, and then again I went in with my hair dryer and just the tail of my comb to press down that lace. And you want to make sure again that you're combing out your hairs just so the hairs don't get stuck to the glue. Once I was done, I tried out this new product for the first time, the Even Wonder Lace Bond Adhesive Spray. And this is the Supreme Hold. And I just sprayed that all over my frontal, all over my hairline. And I dried it down just a little bit, just a tad bit. just to make sure like it wasn't dripping or anything like that. And again, you see me with that tail comb, just brushing, brushing, brushing. And I didn't let it completely dry with the hair dryer before I tied it down. So I let most of it dry while it was tied down. So while I was waiting for this to get completely dry, I went on to find my center part. So if you know me for a while, you know how I'm obsessed with center parts. And whenever I get a new wig, I always start with the center part before I do any other styles. And so I started to find the center of my hair. I went in with my hot comb just where some of the hairs weren't like, sleeking down. Once I took that off, like, y'all, can you see that? Like, I was so obsessed with this. And it felt like it was on, like it wasn't gonna move anywhere. Yes, there is some white residue, but you see that goes away after a while. And you can also clean it off. But like throughout the rest of the process while I was fixing my, styling, I just noticed that it went off. So that's really good. But I was so impressed with how these were working out. So now to the struggle portion of this install, I decided to do some extensive baby hairs. So these baby hairs you see where it's like very well laid, like it's a lot of baby hairs, but like it's still very well laid. So I've never gone that extreme with my baby hairs before. I'm always just a very like couple strands girl. But I decided I wanted to do an extreme look with my baby hairs. And so I went and parted the amount of hair that I needed. I used my hot comb to put the rest of the hair away, just to make sure I wasn't cutting off the ones I didn't need for the baby hairs. I also used my wax stick because as good as this lace frontal is, the lace on the frontal is really good. I did find like there were a lot of tiny hairs on the frontal. So it was just very bad with flyaways. So yeah, I had to use my wax stick just to help keep those hairs away. And then I started to, section off my hair for that baby hair. So I did the two around my temples, and I also did the two around my ears. Alright guys, so once I was done sectioning off, I went and used the same razor to try and shorten the length of the hair. So I started on the sides first and then I moved up to the top. At this point I was like, okay, like it has to be extreme, so it has to be longer, but that's not always the case. So I went in with my mini hair straightener and used that to curl up the hairs for my baby hairs. And this is a very useful step just to make sure like you already have kind of like the swoop with your baby hairs even before you start to shape them. I just started doing this step recently and I found it so helpful. So I went and curled all of the sections to make it easier when I started to swoop. So now for the swooping step, I'm going in with my bedhead hairspray and I sprayed that on my brush. And now to swoop, and y'all, I'm laughing just because now that I'm watching it, I'm like, these are not baby hairs, like these are adult hairs. They were so long, they were like past my eyebrows. And when I tried to like get the the inside swoop, like it just wasn't working out. And I do feel like maybe in hindsight, I should have plucked just a little bit of hair away from the baby hair sections. And just let me mention it now while we're talking about plucking. I did not pluck this frontal at all. It came like this. I just felt the hairs were already, I guess, plucked enough. And I find like over time the frontals tend to lose hair. So I don't like plucking my frontals if I don't have to. So at the end of the day, guys, like it took such a long time. I did have to go off camera to try and fix this a little bit. I did add some mousse because the hairspray, it was just a whole mess. But I ended up with this. Let's just say baby hairs is something I'm still going to be practicing. And so again, I went and tied that down just to make sure that it stayed on. And while that was tied down, I went back in with my wax stick just to put that all over my hair, especially around the center part, so that I could further flatten that down with my hot comb. Once I was satisfied, I decided to go in and fix my part. So the way I fix my part is kind of, I guess, unconventional. It's easier to have found so far, and to be honest, like whenever I do this step, it always comes out so perfect. So what I did was I already put the powder and the concealer in my part, but I find like that goes all over the place, even on the hairs, and I always like my part to look very, very sharp. So what I did was I placed this comb just right in the center there, and I applied this black High Beams Intense Spray. So this is a temporary black hairspray, and I just sprayed that on the comb on my part. And what it does is like it blackens everywhere else except where the comb is covering. And so once I take that off, you can see that I have a perfect center part. I always brush out the dye just so it goes on the other parts of the hairs, because I don't want just like a black patch. And so now just to add some layers to the hair, because I got an 18-inch frontal and the longest length of my hair is 28 inches. So I wanted to add some layers just to kind of tie the whole look together and also to help frame my face. So again, I went in with the same razor, but if you have like an actual hair razor, you can choose to do that. But I found like this worked perfectly. I brushed out my hair, and you know, actually 4 days later, here is the install. So I couldn't get like an after video right after I installed because I was rushing out the house. But here's what it looked like 4 days later. It's still on there. Let me know how you found this process. And again, like I said, all of the important links to the hair, the tools I used, the products I used would also be linked in the description bar. And I hope to see you all in my next video, God willing. Stay blessed.